Namaskar, friends. On behalf of the Sadgamaya team, I welcome all of you to this second edition of the 10 sessions in English. I am Surekha Kothari, a vocalist, a hypnotherapist, and last year, under the lockdown, I published my first book, Dharma by Design, A Universe in Harmony. This book is contemporary, it is thought-provoking, and it talks about how we can transcend our human limitations of religion, caste, and creed to catapult ourselves onto a higher platform, which is humanity. It talks about following 4 simple tenets: truth, cleanliness, austerity, and compassion. Those of you who would like to read it, I hope you will find it interesting. So now I stand here before you, committed to the Sadgamaya team. The founder of Sadgamaya Foundation, D.P. Mahesh, is a very, very well-educated guide, teacher, friend, and extremely knowledgeable. And if I were to elaborate on all his qualities, there would be no time for him to do his session. So let it suffice to say that Mahesh has, over the last few years, picked up so much knowledge, and he has been able to transmute that knowledge into deep wisdom, a wisdom that he generously shares with children and adults. His passion to revive all the old techniques, the Vedic techniques, and as you can see in these sessions that it is already happening, is really commendable, because not very many people do this. And even if they know it, they don't teach it. So we are very blessed to be in that space right now. Friends, I believe that there is nothing like a coincidence in life, that everything is just meant to be. So spontaneously, I had agreed to participate, or volunteered to participate, in the first group, almost the first group, in fact, that Mahesh took to the Himalayas for a retreat. I can't tell you, it was 7 days of pure bliss. I got my direction there. I got my calling from there. It was 7 days of connecting with one element per day, with evenings spent in sharing each other's personal experiences. It was a calling from Mahavatar Babaji to whom I feel deeply connected. And I think this whole group does. You won't believe how much I've cried in those 7 days. There was so much catharsis and so much cleansing happening. But catharsis and cleansing are processes which are painful, because you need to remove the old memories, all the old hurts, all the old negativities, to come into a space where you can actually move on. These techniques are designed to do just that. Regards the 40 CCB and the other techniques that we are doing, like solar plexus corrections and Brahmary, and the other techniques that he's going to teach you, I feel if you do them regularly and practice them regularly, you will reach a beautiful space. Talking about myself, I was the most incurable worrier. And 40 CCBs and all these techniques that I did regularly, they really helped me to become calm. And also my physical ailments like lower back issues and sciatica almost disappeared. So folks, if you practice these regularly, you will benefit tremendously. And with these few words, I hand over the session to D.P. Mahesh. Namaskar.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Surekha, for sharing your thoughts with us. It was so wonderful having you there in the retreat, that too in the first batch. We all cherish that memory. Namaste to all of you. Welcome to second session. And today we'll be introducing to you one very interesting part of yoga, you can say concept, Swara Yoga. Swara, we all heard about this name, right? Where did this word Swara come from? Sound familiar, right? Like a musical notes. So we have a Sapta Swaras, with this Indian or Western classical, we have this Swara. The same way, Swara Yoga, Like, what do you think the Swara Yoga it's connected to? Any guess on this? Let me give you a few seconds to think. Swara Yoga is about what? You heard about Ashtanga Yoga, you heard about Power Yoga, right? You heard about many other yoga, like even in US, there's something very popular, Beer Yoga. I don't know what and all people can do with yoga now. So what this Swara Yoga is connected to? There's something very special which I found, very fascinating, and especially when I started practicing it, it's like mind blowing. And it's not very well known, except few books or Upanishads here and there you can find. Not very well known, not widely practiced. So we thought of, because in this time, like, when we're talking about the nectar of life, to connect to the nectar inside us, Swara Yoga is a great tool, probably one of the greatest tool in my opinion. So Swara here is, okay, many already been giving me the answer. Somebody says chakra, somebody says vocal, somebody says sound, okay, all interesting thing. But here, the Swara, the ancient rishis, or even it is there in every culture, the Swara they talk about is the breath. So breath becomes the Swara, like the way in the musical Swaras, musical notes, we have like 7 notes or 12 notes, right? The same way, this breath, it looks like one, it is not one. There are many, like maybe some of you are into yoga. Again, it's not, this background is not necessary, but if you are into yoga or if you are into exploring this, the more about the breath, you might have probably heard about, so we talk about pancha vayus, like they talk about 5 vayus, like apana, like vyana, samana, udana, all those things, like 5 vayus we talk about, or then even there are 5 upavayus actually, like kurma, okay, there are many other vayus, like, there's 10 vayus, I don't want to make this sound like a spiritual program, which I'm not going detail into it, but in-depth study of those, the 10 vayus, what they do in our system, so your body becomes instrument, a musical instrument, your breath becomes a swara. Look at this, what a beautiful concept, and then what music you produce. Are you producing a music, or you're producing some cacophony, which putting you into a chaos, which putting you into a depression or making you feel bad, angry. So what is that is happening here? So study, if you understand this breath, the swara, we can do so much, a lot. Even when it comes to the advanced yoga basic level is okay, like where you do some asanas and pranayamas and all fine, but when you start going higher and higher, like a dhyana or samadhi state, even much behind that, so Swara Yoga becomes very powerful, where you work with your breath, and then today we're going to introduce that to you, and then we'll see how best your body, your musical instrument can produce a better music. Like I said, no noise, but only music. So before we touch upon that new topic today, we wanted to just recap what we did the last class, right? We wanted to just recap, and let's see if we can catch up those practices. Just 3 practices, remember, we did last class, right? The first one is 40 CCB, and I wish that some of you practiced already this. If doing these 3 technique every day, it will give you very good, you can say what connection to that nectar inside us. So it's very important in that way. Make this technique, a part of your lifestyle. Do them every single day. We all do it. Like maybe some of you have seen now. Like we have been doing this program in 7 different languages, and all the trainers and all the therapists. Most of us, this is like it's like our lifestyle. Doing these things regularly, it will help you big time. So do it. So let's recap this. One is 40 breaths. Let's all of us do 40 breaths together. Are we ready? Wherever you're sitting now, sit comfortably. Let's do 40 breaths together. And how do we do it? Like if you're a newcomer, you joined today. So we're going to do a continuous connected breathing, 40 continuous connected breathing, something like you're going to be like your breath is going to be like a circular breathing. You'll not have any pause after the in breath or out breath. Like you just keep it like a one circular breath, and then you keep doing like 40. But one small change, what we're going to do, we're going to do 4 short breath, circular breathing, and the 5th one we're going to do a longer breath. So 4 short, 5th one is longer. 4 short, 5th one is longer. Like how many we're going to do? 40 of them, because the 40 is a special number. We all know, right? So let's do it. Ready? Can we join now? Okay, wherever you are, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and I will do the count. I'll also do along with you. I'll do the count. I'll not do, so that we have a count, hearing from me. And let's do the 40. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start now. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one, long breath. Very good. Continue. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th one, long breath. Continue. 11, 12, 13, 14, all short. 15th, long one. Continue. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, long one. Continue. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25th, long one. Continue. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 10 more to go. Continue. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, long one. Last 5, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Hey, wonderful. You finished 40 breaths. Just stay like that for a while. Be like that. Yes. You see, you triggered the system now. Your body is a musical instrument. And what did you do now? You just played some swara now with your breath. See how beautiful the system is, right? Just stay with the breath. Be with the breath. And whenever you feel okay, open your eyes and come back. Okay, good. Good morning. Welcome back. Right. So you're feeling different now. See, when you do this 40 breath, instantly you feel the change. Your mind reboots, like all the thoughts which have been carrying, thought patterns and disturbance just cease to exist. Now it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. Once you do the 40 breath, it's a new beginning. Whatever you do in the next 5, 10 minutes, you just start building it up now. Start building it up. Thought patterns, start building it up based on that. Okay, it's really a good thing to do whenever you want to start something. You want to read. You are a voracious reader. You love to read. Before reading, try this 40 breaths. Or you want to give a talk, before starting a talk, do a 20 breath or a 40 breath like. Okay, if you have students at home, tell them to do 40 breath and start studying. Let's see how best they'll be able to concentrate. It's very, very powerful. If you just do this, it just connects your mind and body. Like you get the balance and you're, here and now. So your mind focuses a lot better. Anything you do after this, you'll be able to do more effectively. Fantastic. Now let's second one. We all know solar plexus correction. Okay, so we'll bring in the video. So all of you are going to stand up now. Wherever you are, please stand up. I'm watching you. Don't sit there now, relaxing. Please stand up. Yes. Thank you. All of you, just stand up. Have some distance if you have many of you. Okay, stand comfortably. And we'll bring in the video. Let's do along with the video. So remember, first session we showed you the video. Okay, yeah, all of you just ready. Okay, start now. Hold the hand. Okay, let the video begins. Okay, start with the right hand. Position your left hand with the right hand. Hold it properly and start now. Okay, 1. Go with the, yes, 2, 3. Go on, do 10. Remember, if you've done 10, left also you have to do 10. If you've done 12, right side, you have to do 12, right side also. Okay. Yeah, once you're done, right hand, 10 times. Okay, then do the same thing with the left hand now. All of you know. Okay, yeah. Those who are new, you can watch the video and do it. Position your left hand with the right hand like this. And then you're going to do 10 times. And once you're done this exercise, once you've finished, come back and settle down, sit comfortably. If you're finished early, those already practicing, it's easy for you. As it takes just a minute or a 1.5 minute maximum, and you're done, right? After doing it, it's really good to walk 10 steps. If you're not done, stand up, do a little walk, and then come back and sit. Okay, that's nice. So we have done the solar plexus correction. So now let's do the Brahmary. the last practice, what we learned in the first session, Brahmary. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to produce that sound in the mouth here. Don't produce from here. You see, I can produce from the throat also, like it's coming from here. Now that's not right. Ma should come from there, like a humming sound, like a bee humming sound. It is like. So try to produce in the mouth and then focus here. That's it. You're going to close your eye. First, what are you going to do? You're ready? Shall we start now? You're going to breathe in full. Okay. And while breathing out, you produce that sound. Ready? All of us start together. Good. Just once, good enough. Okay, so I know all of you have been practicing. Okay, that's great. So that completes our revision. And these 3 exercises we're going to do in every session. So we thought of, by the 10th session, you get so used to these and becomes a part of your lifestyle. So because these are very important, very basic, it will help you big time. And also this prepares you for the session. So now let's get back to our Swara Yoga. Shall we? Are we ready? Let's explore what is this Swara Yoga, special Swara Yoga. Before I take on to the Swara Yoga, I want to ask you this. Have you anytime come across these issues? Like where any animal, you are like a pet animal or any other animals, street dogs are coming and talking to you, telling you, I'm depressed. Not right. Or my wife is not listening to me, or my girlfriend is not listening to me, or she kicked me out of the house. Anytime, they never, right? Or anytime they're coming and bothering you, I don't know, where will I get my food tomorrow from? I don't know, there's everywhere locked down, like that. No. See, this worry, tension, too much of issues, negativity happens with us, human beings, but not with the animals. Like, we all, when we did this continuous connected breathing, we had a little discussion on that. Their breathing is different. Remember, when the breathing is different, the mind, works in a totally different way. Like, here, the one difference, between us and the animals, actually, the way they execute or they use their intuition. Like we all have a far, far superior intuition, but we don't trust our intuition, or we lost that connection with the intuition. Like, whereas you see the animals, or, especially animals, plant, we can't, interact with them, but animals, many of us have a very good connection with them, emotional connection with them, right? Look at the animals, like, they'll never go through some psychological trauma or something like that, unless we really torture them. Even then, they will not come and tell you, I need some trauma exercises, or I need some counseling for me. No, never, right? So because they know how to deal with it, they know how to release it. And here, there is when I was, learning this Swara Yoga and all long back, one of my teacher told me in the Himalaya, he said, Mahesh, language was invented to hide vibrations. Like, we all have these vibrations. So, and we need to connect to that vibration. Let's say, have you heard about this? Some people are so special. When somebody comes, just by interacting with them for a few minutes, they sense, I think I can trust this person. I think I can't trust this person. There's something wrong. Even though that person is speaking so nicely, see, they're picking up that intuition. So we are all basically intuitive beings, but, sometimes we so much rooted in the logic. We need logic, but at the same time, what my opinion is, we need the balance. So Swara Yoga gives you that edge of the intuition. Like you can get back your intuition becomes so good, so fine-tuned, you feel phenomenal. And again, many times when you talk about intuition, people tell me in the workshop, oh yeah. On that one day, I got intuition. It's not like that. It's not just one day it happens to you. It happens every second of your, existence. Every moment you are connected with your intuition. It is not that it's just once in a while phenomena, not like that. Every eclipse it comes. No, not like that. It's there every breath. For example, you go to a bookstore, for example, your intuition can guide you which book to pick up. If you go to a restaurant, for example, again, after the lockdown opens up, whenever you go, what to eat, your intuition can guide you. When you're even a conversation, for example, you're talking to someone, it can guide you what to speak, how to take a decision. Trust me, it is possible. So that's the kind of intuition we are talking about, where you're all the time connected. This same guru of mine told me, Mahesh, there are two voices here. So we all have this, two voices. There are what are these two voices? One voice from the demon, and another voice is from the God. Like another voice is from the God. Let's say take an example. You get into a bookstore, you want to buy something, or you go to a shopping center, you want to buy something. Okay, your wisdom, your intuition tells you buy this is one, it's good enough. But your mind tells you something else. Have you come across like that? Your mind tells you there's a discount going on. See, my neighbor bought. Why not I pick it up 3? Because she got 2, I want to take 3. I want to make her feel jealous. So all kinds of these things comes up. That is the demon voice. Now here my question is, what is this? What we call the demon voice? Where it has come from, and where the God voice? Where it come from? Any idea where the demon voice come from? Again, let me give you the answer. The demon voice is nothing but your own thoughts, what usually come from the mind, like mind. Have you heard about, familiar with that voice? All the time, keep talking to you inside. You're not good enough. You're not, what do you think you are? Look at that person, look at this person, constantly trying to put you down. And constantly, keep collecting information from TV, from newspaper, from other people, and constantly use that information to put you down. Are you familiar with that voice? We are going crazy because of that voice. That's a demon voice. It's a mind coming from the mind. Where the God voice is, where does the God voice come from? What exactly is the God voice? Any idea? Intuition is the God's voice. Now, my question is, where does the intuition come from? Where does the intuition come from? Many times, we hear a lot of answers for the people say it comes from the soul, it comes from here, from there, like that. But one answer I want to tell you again, you need not go with my answer, explore with it, live with it, explore with it. One day you might realize the truth. The intuition comes from breath. Your own breath talking to you is the intuition. So in that way, anything you do to pay attention to your breath, to be with your breath, that means what's happening? You're paying attention to that God voice inside you. You're paying attention to that intuition inside you, which can hold your hand, which can take care of you, which can make you, sail through this, this forest called life, and then reach you the destination, or help you to live your purpose. Trust me, it can happen. And we have this beautiful story in India called Mahabharata. All of you are familiar with. In Mahabharata, there are 2 people, very, very interesting characters. The whole war happens, and then that means whatever happens in Mahabharata happens because of these 2 people's suggestion. These 2 are extremely intelligent, extremely powerful, and then they are the one keep giving suggestion to the respective parties for Kauravas and Pandavas. Now I think some of you are guessing where I'm getting into. Who are these 2 voices? Can you guess? The one voice which comes from Krishna, that means Krishna's, what we say, advice, for example. And one is from Shakuni, for example. You see, both are very powerful. Both are giving advice. Krishna is advising, giving, the ideas and thoughts, what to do, what not to do, helping them, the one, maybe the good guys, and then Shakuni is helping the bad guys. But what is the end result like, right? So we have both the voices inside us. We have a Krishna inside us. We have a Shakuni inside us. That means 2 voices. The choice is yours, where you pay attention to, where you listen to, and which one you implement. Take a call. So here, the Swara Yoga will help you, to fine tune this intuition inside you, the God voice inside you, which can really help you. It will never put you down. Trust me, like some of you are really good in intuition. If you pay attention to your intuition, no matter in what situation you are in, trust me, it always gives you confidence. It always tells you to, what is right. It always, it's amazing it is. If you can be in touch with that voice, and if you can, live your life accordingly, it can be a wonderful life. It can be really a wonderful life. That's what I call one of the main ingredient of the nectar. Intuition is one of the main ingredient of the nectar. So Swara Yoga will help you. Now, how do I connect to this? How do I explore the Swara Yoga? If I'm interested now, how do I do it? So now I want to bring your attention to this knowledge, this ancient knowledge. Have you heard about, like, if you take from science, we can explain this, and if you go from the yogic lore, we can explain this. Starting from the, let's say, yogic lore. They say there are some energy channels in our system. Have you heard about this? We call them 72,000 Nadis. Again, and then if you break it down, 36,000, they divide it into, one side and the other side, like two sides, 36,000 right side, 36,000 left side. And again, now let's say there are thousands, we want only the main one. And if you can bring it down to 100, 100, like a super highways of the energy channels, 100 Nadis. And even if you think 100 is, again, it's a big number, then you can bring it down to 16. Again, 16 is a big number. Then we can bring it down to only 3 of them. 3 major Nadis, energy channel, what we call them. One, begins in the right nostril. Another one begins in the left nostril, and one is in the spine. And many of you maybe heard about this. These, they say the names are, actually it is called, in Sanskritam, they call it, Ida, Pingala, and the middle one is Sushumna. Or we can go with this name. It's called Sun Nadi, Surya Nadi, Sun Nadi. And this is called Moon, what we say, Chandra Nadi. Okay, Surya, Chandra. So these two are we'll leave the middle one. Okay, so we will not touch that. We don't have enough time to touch that one. So we'll leave that. Just come back to these two, Sun and the Moon. Why it is called Sun and Moon? And I mean, if you're aware of this, check this out. Whenever you have a cold, you're feeling, or let's say you go to Kashmir or some place like Himalaya, you're feeling cold and you don't have enough warm clothes, and just try this. What you need to do, just close your left nostril like this physically and breathe through right nostril for some time, maybe for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And I'll give a guarantee, you start feeling warm. The cold outside will no longer going to bother you. Same time, let's say you go to some place like Rajasthan in summer, very, very hot, scorching. And then, like you want to cool down your body, like you want to feel comfortable. Try this. Close your right nostril, breathe in, breathe through left nostril. We can give a guarantee, you start feeling comfortable. In just few minutes, because when the breathing happening through the right nostril, your body, maintain the temperature or keep increasing the temperature. When the breathing is happening through left nostril, your body calms down, cools down actually. So let's say you had some snacks before getting into, Nectar of Life session. You have to just, let's say, some snacks. Moment you eat something, we need the heat in the body to, to digest it. What happens? You can pay attention, check it out. After eating, within a few minutes, your right nostril start working. The breathing is happening in the right nostril. You can check it out. Try this tomorrow morning after the breakfast. Have a breakfast. After a few minutes, you check. Have a lunch, check after a few minutes. You'll see predominantly right nostril, breathing is happening in the right nostril for some time actually. Why? Because that helps you for the digestion. Right? So the body will keep shifting this, breathing from here to here, here to here. In science, it is called brain dominance. Brain dominance. Let's say if the right nostril, for me now, right now, all of us let's try this exercise. Do one thing. Close your right nostril, all of you. Just close your right nostril. Okay. Yeah, do opposite to me. Can you just breathe in and breathe out to a left nostril? Just see. Just breathe in and breathe out. Two, 3 breaths. Now, opposite, vice versa. Close the left nostril, breathe in, breathe out to the right nostril. See which one is easy comparatively. Breathe in again. For me, it's right nostril. For you, which nostril is easy? Check. Can you put it up in this thing, chat box? Let's see. Which one, right or a left nostril? Which one is easy for you? So there are many messages already coming in. Okay, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, oh, wonderful. Superb. You're awesome. Nice. Okay, see, it will keep shifting, this nostril, right? So here, we want to give the technique. So what is the technique? Here is the technique, which will help you for the building up intuition big time. What you got the idea now how to check this? Okay. The technique here is Swara Yoga technique. It's a basic. You start with this, then we'll, in the further sessions, we'll bring in more. What you need to do is, when you wake up in the morning, anytime you wake up, that's fine. I'm not here to tell you, no, Brahma Muhurt, no. So it depends upon what time you're going to sleep. So wake up anytime, but when you woke up in the morning, you're ready to get down from your bed. You know what you're going to do? The first thing you're going to do is check which nostril is working. You'll find out. Check which nostril is working. Like you did it along with me, right? Whether right is working or left is working. Let's say, as an example, for me, right nostril is working. Tomorrow morning I woke up and I checked right nostril is working for me. You know what I need to do? To get out of the bed, use your right leg. So stretch your right leg, let your right leg touch the ground first, stay there for about 10 seconds like that, and then put the left leg, then come out. Are you able to follow? That's what you're going to do. Let's say if the left nostril is working, what are you going to do? Left leg. First, you make your left leg, left foot, to touch the ground, the sole, touch the ground, and then followed by right leg, just only for 10 seconds. And then right leg, and then come out. Here what's happening. The first thing, immediately after getting up, what you're doing? You're paying attention to the swara, what's happening. That, trust me, like it looks so simple, it changes a lot of things for you throughout the day. Because your attention, you're bringing your attention, your subconscious mind gets programmed actually. Like you just try this for a few days, you'll know what it is. The whole day, it looks so simple, but it's very profound technique. The whole day, it will be really nice. And again, rest of the day, I want you to just try this, keep checking once in a while, maybe while watching TV, just check which nostril is working. You'll see, so when you woke up in the morning, it was right, but after some time you shift to the left, and again, it will shift to the right. It will take about 30 minutes to sometime 1.5 hours. Depends upon what activity you're doing, your physical activity, what kind of a food you had, and what's going on in your mind. It'll be keep shifting from left to right to left. Like, some people whom I know for their ability to meditate or their spiritual awakening and all, they use this in a big way actually. Like, how they, as an example, like we all know, we need a good, the heat in the body to digest food. What they're going to do before having a food, whether it's a breakfast, anything they want to eat, for example, anything they want to drink, what they do? They check their breathing first. I'll tell you, once you get used to that, you don't need to even do this. Just pay attention, you'll get to know which one is working. Okay, so they drink or eat something only when the right nostril is open, because that will give you best of the digestion. Trust me, it works like that. Okay, and again, let's say they want to meditate, for example, or they want to chant a mantra. There is a particular nostril actually. You have to go with the nostril. Again, we will not get into that, but it is possible that it goes such deep actually. If you happen to go to some this Kumbh Melas and all, for example, if you meet some of the sadhus, you will see there, many of them, follow their day-to-day life accordingly. Like what is happening in the breathing, then they do things actually. Like if you want to meditate, there's a particular nostril. Let's say if you want to read, try this. If you want to read, right nostril is good actually. When the breathing is happening through right nostril, we can concentrate better and we can do lot. You can grasp actually much easily and and you can remember the information. It's very good. So try it out. So first you try this in the morning, and we'll bring in more information about this. Okay, on the Swara Yoga. And the second thing I wanted to, technique we wanted to introduce today is actually the technique. Many people, because of this pandemic, they asked us, they're not able to sleep. Like here, if you think you're able to sleep, you're very good in sleeping, congratulations, nothing to worry. You are the blessed one then. Okay, but if you are of the other kind, you're a very sensitive human being, and some trauma happened, it's in your family or in your friend circle, and you're so disturbed because of that, and you're not sleeping well. Sleep is the great healer. It's a great healer, even for you can say spiritual awakening, or even for a good health or a wellness. A good sleep is highly essential. So in that way, we wanted to just give you this one technique, introduce this one technique, how to sleep better. And again, if you think, my sleep is okay, but try this technique. We can promise you can going to sleep like a baby. Actually, literally, you can sleep like a baby if you try this technique. where this will give you a lot of alignment. It releases a lot of tension, stress in your body, the physical body stress, the mental stress also will get released. Thereby, you'll be able to sleep better. You just sleep for 6 hours, 7 hours. When you woke up in the morning, you feel like, wow. Okay, try this technique, after once we demonstrate, try this technique tonight or maybe within a couple of days and let us know how it is working for you. Okay, here the technique is, how are you going to sleep on the bed, the position and all. How do you release this, all the stuck up tension, stress in your back? Back is the main thing. Okay, so there are a lot of, this is one of the Chinese technique, which I like. And also I've seen many sadhus and all do it. One of the thing about the sadhus, some of these siddhas and all, they don't use a pillow for the head. They use pillow for the leg. They want to always, the leg need to be higher, and then they sleep on the hard surface. And again, I'm not suggesting this to you. I'm just, telling you, they use the hard surface. Even some of you are used to the hard surface. Even I love sleeping on a hard surface compared to any mattress or, a lot of beddings and all. So, but you're okay. Whatever if you're used to the beddings or you're used to the mattress, sleep with that is completely okay. But this technique will help you. So what is the technique? Let's bring in. And then before that, before you hit the bed, if you can do a little bit, other technique will be really good. One thing is a sip of water, little, maybe half a glass, not a one full glass, like half a glass or just 1 or 2 sip will really help you. Really, when you put a little water in your mouth and then mix with the saliva like that, and then drink that mixture, it will help you to calm down a lot. Like, so drink half a glass of water or 2-3 sip of water before going to sleep is always good. And then when you sleep, when you're ready to sleep, always be on a left side, sleeping on a left side, not a right side. Why? Because when you're on a left side, your breathing will shift to the right nostril. Check it out. If you lie down on a left side for a few minutes, no matter where the breathing is, but the breathing will shift to your, if it was on the left side, it will shift to your right nostril breathing. So when the breathing is happening in the right nostril, your body heals quickly. You feel very good, at least in the beginning. Later you can, shift and all, that's fine. But at least in the beginning, begin sleeping with the left side is really good. And then there are some changes in the pillows you need to do. So we have a video here. Let me show you that video. Can we bring that video? So we have a Chirag here, who's a part of our, Sadgamaya team demonstrating to us. Okay, let's start. See, this is like you're ready to sleep. Okay, Chirag is going to lie down now. See, normally this is what we all of us sleep, right? Okay, but here I'll tell you, alignment is not going to be proper. One thing is your, shoulder will not be relaxed. Your lower back is not going to be relaxed. Okay, and then your even other hands also, like, so joints will not be relaxed actually. Let's try this technique. One is you're sleeping. You see the left hand is stretched. You put on one pillow for the left hand. So left hand is taken care of. And then here, legs. Legs should not be, like collapsed, both of them. It's not really good even for a spiritual purpose and also for the releasing the tension in the back, in the back side, in the back. So one pillow between the legs and one pillow for your right hand. You see now? Can you feel that? Look at the, this is the arrangement. We want you to sleep. And again, if you think, no, I don't have 4 pillows, where do I search? No problem. If you have a bed sheets or some, like a soft yoga mats or something, if you can roll them and you can use them in terms of, like in the place of pillows, try it out, how best you can explore it. But this is the position, this is the position you need to sleep. And then if you want to, let's say, roll the other side, okay, roll the other side in the same way. Let the pillow continue to be there in the, between your leg. And one pillow what you're hugging on your right side, you can take it to the other side and then sleep. So you can continue to sleep like that. Try. We can guarantee you're going to sleep like a baby. It's a very, very important, because if you can sleep good, trust me, you'll have a wonderful healing happening. It's very important. Okay, and again, sometime people, let's continue the video. Sometimes people, they don't want to sleep sideways. They just want to sleep straight, face up, right? In that condition, in that condition, we want to show you something where you're going to use one extra pillow. So let's look at the video. So Chirag is going to sleep straight now, looking up, facing up. See here. In this condition, what happens, like your lower back will carry some stress there. Okay, so that we need to be released. So just try putting one pillow exactly the way Chirag is showing. Put the pillow and then sleep. You will have a far better relaxation, because remember, releasing all the tension in your back while sleeping is a very, very important thing. It's a very important thing. If your back, your spine is relaxed, when you woke up in the morning, you feel phenomenal. And again, when the back is relaxed, your spine is relaxed, that's where the real healing happens to your system. Even if you're sick, when you woke up in the morning with a good sleep, you feel, wow, already your disease is disappeared 50%. Like, so try this and see how best it can help you. So this is what I wanted to bring you, this session 2. And again, like you all know, so this video will be available on the YouTube. And if you want to go through once again, because I discussed so much now on the Swara Yoga and intuition, if you want to hear it again, you can go to the YouTube and play it once again, or any part if you missed out. If you want to know, just go there and play it. And then, but I wanted to try this technique till I meet you on coming Saturday. And again, Saturday, we're going to have a totally different technique. So we are done with the basics. So we'll come back to the higher techniques. So it's almost a time is up for us. And the next session is going to be on Saturday. You have the timing and all of the things. And then we have another interesting thing to share with you is we have a yoga session organized for you. So we have a team called Sadgamaya Ashtanga Yoga, very specially, a designed course it is, Ashtanga Yoga, where you're going to learn or do. They'll teach you, even if you don't know anything, they will teach you here. These are yogic stretching postures, very basic, but very, very powerful. One is what we call, sun salutation, Surya Namaskara. Not the general one. You might have heard about many of these Surya Namaskaras outside, but this is very unique, which is given by Mahatara Babaji. It is like very different. Even if you're a yoga practitioner, just come and see how it's going to be different, how it can help you. It even aligns all your chakras if you just even do once or twice. It's very powerful. It's different than what is popularly known as Surya Namaskara. Next, we have another very powerful called Guru Namaskara, which is normally practiced in the Himalaya, Siddhas. So Guru Namaskara, like a Guru salutation. It's also totally different, like Surya Namaskara only, but a change, which again help you to become better in your Swara. And why it is called Guru Namaskara, where it has come from, who is the originator, you will get to know in the yoga session. Okay, they will explain you more. And then we have some special breathing technique associated with it. It's like a 45 minutes, because we want you to just do something with your spine, with your body, with your chakras. If you can do some alignment, it will really help you. So again, it's an option. Like the way these 10 sessions are going to run, even the yoga session will be happening on every Sunday. Yoga will have a yoga session. We're going to do it in 2 languages. One is in English, morning 7:30 to 8:15 is English. And then 9 to 9:45 is in Hindi. You can attend, if you're okay with the Hindi language, you can attend any batch. And then we have this special team, and we have Vijay, and we have Savita, Pradipta, Ramesh. They're all yoga practitioners for many years. They are there to teach you. Okay, so look forward to see you on Sunday, okay, the 7:30 or 9 o'clock for the yoga session. And with this, I will call upon Sureka. We will wind up for the today's session. We're already 1 minute late. Hi, Sureka.
Hi, Mahesh. That was a scintillating session, as usual. When you speak, everything else stops. There are some questions here. Do we have time for them?
Yeah, we can take up maybe one question. So all of you know what we're doing. Actually, we have people. We are noting down all your questions, and then we'll put up all the questions will be answered. Remember, so you just put up the question here in the chat box or in the WhatsApp box. We will always get you an answer. Okay, so in that way, whatever the question, we will not take up all the questions. We don't want to waste time on that, but we'll collect all the questions. We'll put up the answers in the WhatsApp group. Maybe we can take up one question, Sureka. Anyone?
Yes. So Mary Francis, she's asking, doesn't the intuition come from the gut?
Oh, very good. Excellent question, actually, Mary Francis. So here, the gut, what we call it, is the breath. The gut feeling, what we call it. Gut feeling is the intuition, and that's the place, actually, the breath stays in yogic lore. So in that way, what we say, gut feeling, intuition is one and the same. So it's a wonderful question. In that way, the people who can work on their gut, whose gut is very, very strong, like they have a stronger intuition. Okay, nice. Good.
I have one. Can you take one more?
Yeah, one more, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rishi says, and this is an interesting question. So regarding the Ida and Pingla, he says, what if both the nostrils are working when you wake up?
Oh,
Do
wonderful
you wait
question.
for the right nostril to become activated?
Yes, good. Very good question, Rishi. It happens very rarely. Let's say right now, for example, for me, right nostril is open. It's an example. Let's say after some time, the left is going to start functioning. When the transition is happening, both start working together. It usually for a minute or two. Then right ceases to work and the left picks up. It happens very rarely. But whenever you come across this situation, it's good to just wait. Maybe if you are in a bed and saw both the nostrils are working, equally good, that means that is the best time to meditate. Trust me, and the best time to, receive some wonderful ideas or intuition or insights like that. Don't waste that time. Usually they say it happens early morning during the sunrise time and also in the evening during the sunset time for a few minutes. Everybody goes through that. So if that happens to you, just stay, be within yourself, go within, just stay and see if you can get any message, any intuition for you. Okay, just be there for a few minutes and then it will shift to one side, then you can come out. That's fine. And again, let's say one day you're not able to, let's say I have a cold. You got cold and both the nostrils are blocked, or you have a sinus and you can't make out, then don't worry. So whatever you feel, oh, I want to use my right leg, come out with the right leg. That's fine. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. So
yes, thank you so much, Sureka. Thank you.
Thank you. Everything has been explained by Mahesh, but I will just reiterate that the next session will be on Saturday. And you can watch all the sessions online, the sessions that you have missed. And hopefully you won't miss any more. But even if you do, they're available. And the one thing that please carry back with you, and I'm carrying back with me, is language was used to hide vibrations.
Yes.
This is something that we have to think a lot about when we talk incessantly. Thank you so much, Mahesh. Thank you, viewers.
Thank you, Sureka.
Thanks
Thank you.
to all of you.
Thank you all. Bye-bye. See you on Saturday. Bye.